You know, the covers on the book of Diane's life are too close together. But boy, did she fill those pages with a lot. From badminton to broadband. Diane lived a full life, and we were all fortunate enough to be a part of that. I was twice blessed to have a working relationship and a friendship with Diane. Once at CTIA when we recruited her from the FCC, and then when she recruited herself back to the FCC when we took over in 2017. You know, she called and she said she wanted to be part of what we were doing. And even before we were sworn in, Diane was in the middle of everything. You did not get hired unless you went through the eye of Diane's needle. She was the one who was out front on both policy and people. And then once when we got in, Diane was in charge of the tough jobs. You know, right at the outset, gave her one of the toughest jobs imaginable to go through and review all of the old rules and all of the old procedures and find out which of those should be eliminated or modified. And as you might imagine, every rule and every procedure had its own constituency. It was a trying challenge for Diane, but she met it in typical Diane fashion with persistence and a smile. You know, I learned a lot from my opportunities of working with Diane, but there are so many people throughout the commission and at large in the Washington legal community who have been the beneficiaries of Diane's mentoring. There are just an awful lot of folks walking the halls of the FCC today who Diane would reach out and help when they were early in their career, and whose lives had been shaped by the fact that Diane cared enough to reach out and mentor. As I said, I was twice lucky. Not only to have Diane as a colleague, but as a friend. And what do friends do? Friends are honest. And we all know that Diane was honest. Diane would tell you where she stood. Diane would tell you what she thought about what you were doing. Diane would tell you about what she thought was the right thing to do. And she was loyal to the team. She was loyal to the effort. She was loyal to what she understood everybody was trying to do. You know, Yeats tried to sum up a situation like this once when he said, "Count where man's glory begins and ends. I say my glory was I had such friends." Like all of us here today, we were lucky enough to call Diane Cornell our friend. Godspeed, friend.